If you've been following along with the Land of the Free project produced by Born and Raised Outdoors, you've seen the crew using their own signature series line of diaphragm reeds. But what is the difference between each reed? What sounds can you produce with them? And what type of collar is each one designed for? In this video, we're going to review each of those reeds and we're going to answer those questions right here, right now. So the Born and Raised Outdoor crew just finished up their successful Land of the Free project. Throughout that project, they were using their own signature series diaphragm reeds. Each of these reeds are produced by Phelps Game Calls on the amp frame lineup. What the amp frame is a narrow frame with a domed reed. Now what this dome does is basically it acts as a positioner. So when you put that diaphragm in the roof of your mouth, this dome sets it at the right angle. So now all you have to do is lay your tongue flat across the diaphragm, control the air to get the notes that you want. Within the lineup, there are three reeds. There is the yellow committed, the black tagged out, and then the blue reason. All three diaphragms are single latex reeds, which means there's only one layer of latex. They each do have different characteristics, different thicknesses of latex, and different stretches. What we're going to do is we're going to go through each one. We're going to talk about them. We're going to produce a few cow sounds. We're going to do a bugle or two so you can hear what each reed sounds like. We're going to start at the lowest end, which is the reason. Now, what I mean by the lowest end is that means that the reason has the lightest, thinnest latex, lightest stretch. This is a great reed for beginners and intermediates to use. Now, that's not to say that advanced callers can't use the reason. It's just geared more towards that beginner intermediate type. So as we've done in our past reviews, I'm going to go ahead and step away from the camera a little bit, produce a few cow sounds, do a bugle or two, so that way you can hear the sounds that are produced. So first up is the reason from the Born and Raised Outdoors signature series line. So there's an example of the sounds that you can get from the reason. Like I said, it is a light latex, light stretch, which means it doesn't take very much tongue pressure or very much air pressure to make the notes change, and really gives a beginner that good confidence because you can jump right into a reed, produce sounds, and learn how to control those sounds really, really quickly. Now, since it is a light reed, the cow sounds are a little higher pitch and the bugle is a little higher pitch, which basically represents a younger cow and a younger bull. But it does produce that really, really high note that carries really, really well when you're trying to locate. Okay, next up in the lineup is the tagged out, which is the black tape with the yellow latex. Now I did notice this one is a little bit heavier than the reason, but even though it's a little bit heavier, I would still recommend this reed for beginners. Since it is a little heavier, intermediate callers will have success with this, and advanced callers will find great success with this reed as well. We're going to go ahead and step off. We're going to do a couple of cow sounds, a bugle or two, so you can hear what this reed will produce. So this is the tagged out from the Born and Raised Outdoors signature series. So there's an example of some of the sounds from the tagged out. Now, the thing I found on this one is this call is very, very responsive, which again means not much tongue pressure, not much air pressure to go through the notes. But since it is a little bit heavier, it does give you a little bit more control for holding those notes. The cow sounds are a little deeper toned, which now starts representing an older cow, and in your bugles, an older bull. This is an excellent all-around reed that, like I said, will benefit beginners all the way up to advanced callers and be able to do all the full range of sounds that you would want. Finally, at the top of the lineup is the committed. The thing I found with the committed is this one is a heavier latex, heavier stretch, which basically means more tongue pressure, more air pressure. This wouldn't be a very good call for beginners, but intermediate to advanced callers will find great success in using this call. Again, we're going to go ahead and step off. We're going to do the cow sounds and the bull sounds so you can hear what the committed from the Born and Raised Outdoor Signature Series sounds like. So there's an example of the sounds that you can produce with the committed. As I mentioned, it is a heavier latex, heavier stretch diaphragm reed, which means it's going to take more tongue pressure, more air pressure to operate. But it also has more backbone than the other two reeds, which means when you get into that situation where you really, really want to challenge that herd bull, the committed is going to stand up to that extra pressure. Also, if you're a heavy tongue user or a heavy tongue type caller, the committed is going to be the reed for you. You're going to be able to produce all the cow-calf sounds and all the bugles tones that you want to. Now, the thing with the committed being heavier is right out of the package, you're probably not going to produce those perfect note changes and hold those notes perfectly. But as you play around and call with the reed, that latex is going to loosen up and give you the control that you're looking for. All in all, the diaphragm reeds from the Born and Raised Outdoor Signature Series line didn't disappoint. All three reeds give you the ability to produce exceptional cow-calf sounds and right into the full gambit of bugles. Down below in the description, I've included a link over to the Born and Raised Outdoor store where you can buy each of these reeds individually or in a 3-pack. If you're still unsure of the type of reed that you're looking for or the type of caller that you are, I recommend getting the 3-pack and playing with all three. After you've played with all three for a little bit, you'll be able to narrow it down onto which reed really fits your style the best, and then you can go back and get the individual one that works for you. As always, guys, we appreciate you watching our videos. We appreciate your support. We would love to hear down below in the comments section what you think of our reviews. Also, if there's anything you would like to see differently or see us do differently in the reviews, and also if there's another call out there that you would like to see us review, comment down below and let us know. We'll reach out to the manufacturer and get that taken care of. All right, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.